Hi, my name is Patty Latch and I am with the Schweitzer Library. I am here to talk to you about our imagination kit for the West Cobb Library for this coming week. We are going to make woven bookmarks. In your kit, you will get a loom. I know, it looks like a piece of cardboard, but it is a loom, and I will show you how to put the warp threads on it. And then you'll get an assortment of yarn, and those are the weft threads. You'll want some tape, like less than an inch of tape, but that's cool. This is just a marker that I'm using to make the yarn easier to work with, and a pair of scissors for the very last part. So I'm going to get you started, and then I will turn the camera off and go and finish weaving it, and then we will look and see how to finish it off at the end. And I am so excited to have all of you see what your bookmarks will look like. It's fun. It takes a little bit of patience, so I think you'll just need to give yourself time to think about it, and don't get frustrated. It takes a little bit of practice. So what you'll do is take your loom and it has little slots, and the yarn sticks right in there. Give yourself a nice big tail on one end, and then you just put it in. You wrap around the cardboard like this, both sides, and you have your warp threads. Then you're going to take another color, and this is where you need the tape. And I know that sounds really silly, but you can use a tapestry needle if you have a tapestry needle. I do not, and most of us do not have them just sitting around. So we are going to just tape a little bit on the end, and that just makes your yarn a little bit stiffer at the end, and it's going to act as your tapestry needle. Just always give yourself a little bit of extra. You go under, and this is where this marker comes in. I'm going to stick it under the yarn. You can see it just gives it a little bit of height. So you take the part that has the tape, and you go under one, over one, under one, over one. And then you pull it through and leave yourself a tail at the end. And some of this yarn is pretty darn long, so just leave yourself a tail, and then push it all the way to the bottom. And then this is the tricky bit. On this side where you've just gone under this last one, go over that same one. And so if you went under the yarn before, you go over it this time. And then the big thing is that you do not pull it tight. If you pull it really tight, it'll make your thing get skinny like that. So you don't pull it tight, and if you accidentally do, you can just pull it. So then push it down to the bottom again, and then remember, what is it you do? If you went over it last time, you go under it this time. So under, over, under, over. Pull all the way through gently. Being sure not to pull too tight on the end, and then just push it down. And then, okay, I know you got it this time. I am under the last one, so now I go over it, under, over, under, over, and then gently pull. See how that works? Now, if you run out of yarn on this piece of yarn, or you want to try one of your other colors, you can, if you decide midway through, you can just snip this, tie a tiny knot, and we can trim that tiny knot later. And then you can just keep going. And I will see you again in a little while when I have gotten this all up to right about here, okay? And then we'll finish it out together. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to finish this off. Flip over your loom, take your scissors, and just cut it in the middle. You're just cutting it right there. Now be really gentle. When you flip it back over, you just one by one, without tugging, just very gently take the ends out of the loom. You can use this loom over and over and over again, so you don't want to get really gruff with it. And then you'll see that, oh, it looks like it's about ready to all fall off, that last thing. So quickly take the first two from the loom and tie them. And then you can tie, well, let me trim it a little to make it easier to deal with. Then you just tie that, and that'll keep everything from sliding off. Don't pull anything hard, just nice little knots. And that's going to give you your fringe. So you get fringe and loom. And you just do that on both ends. And you'll see that in the, when you flip it over, you'll see the places that you changed your yarn. And you can just tidy up those little knots as well. And then you just trim your fringe to whatever length you want it. So there. Now just remember to be patient with yourself. If you've never done a loom before, it's going to seem a little awkward. And sometimes you have to just try things. I just ripped part of this out and redid it because it had gotten really skinny in the center, and you didn't want to do that. So there's what you do. And then you take the other end off the same way. And see these are where I put the yarn together. And so I'm just, because they're both on the same side, just trimming it. Not all the way, don't cut the knot, but there you go. You're done. You have a bookmark. And there will be enough yarn. You can use your loom again and make a second bookmark. So use that first one as your practice, and then on the second one, you can make it the perfect way you want it to. Thanks. See you guys at the library. Bye.